What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing wheel spacers on the C350. Let's get it. So I got everything laid out here. It's going to be the spacers, the extra lug keys. They are extended, obviously, because the factory ones are going to be too short. And then the only other thing you're going to need is like a breaker bar and a 17 millimeter. I'm like, where could the breaker bar be? Who knows? Who knows, right? Call my dad, it's in his truck at work. So, we're going to work. So I went to do this video like 3 days ago, and I was like, you know, what the fuck's going on here? I would look at the keys and like, obviously like the Mercedes got that safety lug locking extended key. So I was like, okay, all right, cool. So I went to like my buddy's wheel shop up in Mannheim, assuming, you know, he'd have it. He's got a master key set of like 60 different floral settings. And I'm like, okay, one should work. So we tried it out and nothing worked. So then I went over to 22. There's a Mercedes shop on 22. His master key set didn't work, so I ended up bringing it up to Lancaster Mercedes, and then just getting 4 new wheel studs, 4 new wheel keys, and then getting the safety ones removed. So yeah, back and forth, that was like, you know, 200 miles of driving, but at least they're off now, so we can finally get the spacers on. I've definitely got a plan for this car when it comes to stance, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys yet. But I'm kind of just doing the spacers right now for like it needs a little something, and this is going to be the easiest way. I didn't want to lower the car in lowering springs because I didn't want to lose the ride quality aspect of the car. I mean, it's still a Mercedes and I still want it to drive like a Mercedes. In addition to the wheel spacers, I did just order caliper paint. It's the G2 set. I did go with gold. I think it's honestly gonna look really, really good with the steel gray color. And you're like, oh, well, the machine wheels, I don't know how it's gonna look, but I might be having a plan for the wheels too. The only other thing that I recommend at this point is some medium strength thread locker and some anti-seize. It's just a nice thin layer of anti-seize, nothing crazy. Spreads very nicely anyways, so you really don't have to worry about that. Now we can grab our wheel spacer. So I'm gonna be using the 15 millimeter for the back. Let's see right there. We're just gonna line it up, place it on just like that. Okay. So now we can take our extended lug keys. This is gonna be obviously the stock sizing plus 15 millimeters, so you see there's a huge difference definitely between the two. We can prep all of our keys. We just putting some Loctite on them. The trickiest part here is gonna be getting the wheel, everything lined up. Oh yeah. That is a nice, much more flush fit for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. And then you're just gonna torque it down to factory spec. When it comes to torquing your wheels down, it's going to be to 96 foot-pounds. That's what the owner's manual requires. And then you're just gonna repeat the process for both the other side and the front.
Perfect.